Casual sex, they say, actually rewires your brain in a way that makes genuine, lasting, selfless relationships much more difficult to achieve later. Here's what they say, and I quote, "The individual who goes from sex partner to sex partner is causing his or her brain to mold in such a way that eventually the brain accepts that sexual pattern as normal. The pattern of changing sex partners therefore seems to damage their ability to bond in a committed relationship. The kind of attachment damage that occurs after repeated sexual encounters is in many respects more pernicious than pregnancy or STDs because it typically goes unperceived by affected individuals while causing ongoing difficulties in establishing a lifelong and a satisfying relationship." In other words, there's a lot of dangers, they're saying. There's a lot of dangers in sex outside of marriage, but this is the biggest. These neurologists are recognizing something happens to your soul that is giving you an inability to experience the kind of oneness, the kind of bond that it was intended to be a part of. The authors use the metaphor of duct tape, which you've probably heard before. Duct tape, if you take a piece of duct tape and you wrap it around a man's arm and then you pull it off, okay, you pull hard enough, you can get that piece of duct tape off, but when it comes off, it's going to take parts of the man with it, right? It's going to pull the hair off his arm and take the little chunks of skin even. You take that same piece of duct tape, then you wrap it around somebody else's arm and do it. Well, the same thing's going to happen, but it's a little less sticky that time. It's going to lose some of its cohesive power. You do that enough times, and eventually that duct tape will have lost all its stickiness. And the authors say that's what's kind of happening here, is the brain is being rewired so that it's just actually becoming unable to be able to cohere. The authors say, you can no more try out sex than you can try out birth. The very act of sex produces in your soul, in your brain, a new reality that simply cannot be undone.